Hi guys, it's Angie. Thank you so much for joining. If this is your first time here, welcome. I am 43 years old and I am an empty nester mom of 2 boys, and I also work full-time as an assistant superintendent at a local school district. This is my puppy, Clara. We're gonna see how long she can sit still in here with us. But anyway, the purpose of my channel, the reason I started it, is in hopes to find other people that are facing midlife where we can share and collaborate and learn from each other on how to be beautiful from the inside out. If this is something that you're interested in, I would love it if you would hit that subscribe button and ring the bell. That way you'll get notifications every time I upload a new video. Today's video is going to be all about my favorite makeup products for 2019. So you might be wondering, how did these makeup products make the cut? And I tell you, they are just the products that I love and use pretty much on a daily basis. As you can see, I'm still in my work shirt. This is my work makeup. I never get too elaborate with the makeup that I wear on a day-to-day basis at work. So a lot of these products I use on a daily basis because they're easy. They may be quick to apply because I'm usually headed right out the door to work. So I've also put all of these products in categories. I just feel like that's the easiest way to share these with you. And I also wanted to let you know that I will link all of the products I discuss in the description box below so you can check those out. And all of these products I purchased. I did not receive any of them in PR. None of them were gifted to me. I used my own money to purchase these. So I just wanted to make that clear from the get-go. So let's get into it. Let's talk about what my favorite makeup products of 2019 are. We're gonna start with primer. If you watched my favorite skincare video, you'll know that I use my sunscreen as my primer, and the sunscreen that I use is the MD Solar Sciences cream SPF 50, and I don't use any other primer right now. I've not found a primer that really does for me the things that I would like it to. I would love to find a good primer that blurred my pores and one that helped my makeup to stay on longer. I've tried several of them and I just haven't found a favorite yet that I could include in this video. So the next category is foundation, and this year has been a big year for foundation releases, and I've tried a few of them in hopes that I am going to find this favorite foundation that is so good and so great. And you know, at times you just want some different types of foundations to keep in your collection, and I just was not interested in any of the ones that I tried in all of the new releases, and I just keep going back to my favorite Clinique. It's the Even Better Glow Light Reflecting Makeup Broad Spectrum SPF 15. And so let me tell you a little bit about this foundation. It's a sheer to moderate coverage and it has a luminous finish. It's non-acnegenic and it's oil-free. It's sweat and humidity resistant. And the reason I love this is because it's so lightweight. I don't like to feel foundation on my skin, but I like to semi-cover up some of the flaws. I'm not afraid for some of my hyperpigmentation or freckles or anything like that to show through a foundation. But I do want a little bit of coverage in evening out my skin tone. And this does that for me. It goes on my skin very smooth. It lasts all day, and it just feels good. And so this is one of my favorites. Plus I have a perfect match in this foundation. I use the shade Biscuit and it just matches my skin so perfectly, and I just keep going back to this one as my all-time favorite. The next product is concealer, and the concealer that's my favorite is the Tarte Creaseless Concealer. I wear the shade 20 in Light. I like my concealer to be a shade or two lighter than my foundation so it brightens underneath my eyes. This one is very hydrating under my eyes. I have fine lines and wrinkles and texture underneath my eyes, and I need a concealer that does not settle into those fine lines and wrinkles and that lasts all day without creasing and just looking bad. And this is the one that I have found that works for me. It is full coverage and it has some skincare benefits such as maracuja and vitamin C and vitamin E. It claims to cover dark circles, hyperpigmentation, and redness. It's waterproof and it hydrates your under eyes for 16 hours. This concealer does do those things that it claims for me, and I'm just really impressed with it, and I just keep going back to this one. The next category is powder. I'm going to share with you my favorite setting powder, and it is the Becca Hydra Mist Set and Refresh Powder. I'm sorry, this is so dirty. I should have cleaned that before I brought it in here, but I didn't. I love this powder. It is ultra fine milled, and it just takes a little bit. I just sweep a little bit underneath my eyes and on my cheeks where I tend to get a little bit oily, on my nose and right on my forehead. It's made of 50% water and it has glycerin in it. Like I said, it is ultra fine and it has light reflecting particles that blur imperfections, and this is just a great setting powder. It doesn't get too heavy, it doesn't look cakey, it's just light and airy, and it does blur some imperfections for me. So I love this. I've used it for a while now. I mean, it takes a while to go through a package of setting powder, and when I first got it and I applied it, it would feel almost wet and cooling on the skin, which was an amazing feeling. But as time has gone by, it has lost that feeling, but it's still a really good powder, so I continue to use it. The next category is bronzer, and my favorite bronzer of 2019 is the Fenty Beauty. It is the color Private Island in Sunstalker, and this is a great bronzer. It's very matte and it blends very well. It's got a really kind of a cool undertone in my opinion. It looks kind of reddish in the pan, and I like that. It goes on smooth, it blends out really easy, it has a soft matte finish, and it just does the job. I can contour with it on my cheekbones, and I add a little bit to my forehead and my jawline to contour and just to bring some color to my face. And this is a really good bronzer if you're interested. The next category is blush, and I actually have two products in this category, a cream blush and a powder blush. The cream blush that I want to talk to you about, this is from Ilia, and it is the Color Haze Multi Matte Pigment. And I got this in a Sephora sale because I was really wanting to try out a cream blush for the winter months. My skin gets really dry and dehydrated, especially on my cheeks in the winter months. And I thought, you know what, I'm gonna give a cream blush a try because I never have. And I love this, guys. This is a beautiful matte rose. I will leave a link below what the color of this is. And the really cool thing about it, it has this little metal applicator on the end, and it's so easy just to dot on your cheekbones. And you can blend it in with your finger, or you can use a brush. Both of them work great. It is cream based. It's for both the cheeks and the lips, and it contains jojoba and coconut oil, and it's on the clean list at Sephora. It dries down to a natural matte finish, and it's just a beautiful, beautiful blush. You can sheer it out and you can build it up as well if you want to. It's a great blush to use. And then for my favorite powder blush, I use the Milani Baked Blush. This is the color Berry Amore. And as you can see, it has like some gold in it and some darker pink and lighter pink, some rose colors in there. And I use a brush to apply this, and it adds the most beautiful sheer to my cheeks that has a little bit of a glow, but not like a luminizer. So I love this product. It's so richly pigmented. You can really build up the color with it, and it has good lasting power. Both of these have great lasting power, and I'm always looking for that in a blush, because usually by the end of the day my blush is completely worn off. So these are two of my favorites. The next category I'm going to cover with you is eyeshadow primer. I always use an eyeshadow primer because my lids are very textured. That's the first reason. The second reason, I want the colors of my eyeshadows to really pop. And the third reason is I want them to last all day long. So I don't go a day without using eyeshadow primer. And my favorite is from Milani. It goes on nude, and it's very light and sheer. And I let it set for just a minute before I apply my eyeshadow. I can't even feel it on my eyelid, and it works great. The next category I'm going to talk to you about is brows. Most of you can already tell I have my brows microbladed, so I don't have to do a lot to my brows every day, but I do like to fill in any areas that are very sparse because I still have hair, and the hair that I have is really blonde. My favorite product is the NYX Micro Brow Pencil, and it has a really, really thin pencil on one side of it, and then it has a spoolie on the other end. So I just apply it with short, thin strokes on my brows, and then I use the spoolie side to comb through it and make it look more natural. The ultra thin tip really helps to shape and define and fill in my brows, and like I said, it's ultra fine and it's dual ended with the spoolie. Those are some reasons why it is my favorite. The next category is eyeshadows, and so I have a couple of different products for eyeshadows. The first product is the Charlotte Tilbury Eyes to Mesmerize Cream Shadow. And guys, this is what I wear on pretty much a day-to-day basis. I have it on my eyes right now. What I love about this is actually the color Marie Antoinette. It is long-lasting and non-creasing. It's infused with water, and it's enriched with vitamin E, and it has soft focus pigments that help to blur lines, which is perfect for my eyelids. It is so nice and creamy. It goes on so smooth. It dries down pretty quick. And once I have it on, it's really easy to blend it with a blending brush. Here is another of my favorite colors. This one is called Jean right here. It's just a really pretty champagne-y color. And these are my go-to cream shadows. They're absolutely great. And I had to talk about a palette, and I wanted to share with you the eyeshadow palette that I have several eyeshadow palettes, but this is the one that I just reach for all the time because I feel like it just really goes with my eyes. The colors go with my eyes really well. This is also from Charlotte Tilbury. It is the Easy Smoky Eye Palette. I actually got it from Nordstrom when they were having their anniversary sale, and it just has the most beautiful colors. It has some oranges in there that go great with my blue eyes. And what I love about these eyeshadows, they are so creamy and easy to blend. They stay put all day long, and I just have a really easy time applying this. I love the colors in the palette. You can get a easy everyday look, but you can also create a really nice smoky look with this. So this is really my go-to favorite eyeshadow palette. I have a lot of favorite eyeshadow palettes, but this is the one that I reach for the most. I'm sorry, I had to turn on my ring light. I usually film my videos in front of a big window, and I'm very quickly losing light, and so I had to go grab my ring light and turn it on because it was in the other room, set that up. So that's why I might look a little bit different now. Hi, Clara. Hi, baby girl. Be good, be good. Go lay down, go lay down. Okay, so the next category is eyeliners. I have a couple of eyeliners that I want to go over with you. The first one is my favorite pencil eyeliner, and it is from Marc Jacobs. It is the Highliner Gel Eye Crayon in the color, what color is this? Irony. And it's kind of a smoky gray. It's not full matte black. It's just a softer black that I really like on a day-to-day basis. And I have it on right now. It's a great, great gel eyeliner pencil. It's 12-hour waterproof. It contains vitamin E and rosehip oil. If you haven't already figured out, I like to buy products that have ingredients that are good for my skin, even my eyes. And the reason that I love this eyeliner is because it stays put. For some reason, I have a very difficult time with eyeliners bleeding, the colors running, smudging, and things like that. And this one is great. I can apply it to my under eye, I can apply it to my waterline, and I can use it to tightline. And then I just grab a thin brush and kind of smoke it out, and it lasts all day long. So that is my favorite pencil liner. I'm really going to invest in a few more colors in 2020 once I get my budget set and figure out what I need. But I love this eyeliner from Marc Jacobs, and I'm excited to try some of the other colors. I also wanted to mention I have a hard time with liquid liners, and I'm really practicing and trying to get better, and I have found one that is really good for me that I thought that I would mention. This is the Dagger Tattoo Liner from Kat Von D. It is in the shade Black, and I want to show you the tip of it. It's flat, and then when I turn it, you can see that it's really skinny. And then it also has an angle as well. And this makes it so easy to create a winged eyeliner look. And this shade is great for doing thinner lines, for doing thicker lines. You can use the flat end and create a thicker line like this one. And it lasts such a long time. It doesn't flake off like some liquid eyeliners do. It doesn't look weird on the texture of my eyes, and it's just a really good liquid liner if you are looking for one. The next category is lips, and my go-to lip liner is from NYX, and it is the color Natural. This is the lip liner that I use every single day. The reason that I love this lip liner is because it's silky. It goes on so easy. It doesn't snag and drag on my lips. And that's another thing I liked about the Marc Jacobs eyeliner too. It doesn't drag and skip. It just goes on so smooth and silky. I also use it to fill in my lips. I feel like it helps my lipstick to stay longer. And this is just a great, inexpensive lip liner that you can get from any drugstore. And it's very creamy and hydrating because it contains coconut oil. It doesn't feather or bleed on my lips. It's just a really good lip liner pencil. My favorite lipstick of 2019, you probably wouldn't guess this, but it's actually from Revlon. This is the Revlon Super Lustrous Lipsticks. This has been around forever. My favorite is the shade Bare Affair, and it is the best nude lipstick. I wear it all the time. It is my favorite. It's infused with silk and vitamin E, plus it has avocado oil for moisture. And that's what I love about this lipstick. It feels hydrating. It goes on very easily. I wouldn't say that it's long lasting because I do reapply it a lot throughout the day, but I just love the way it makes my lips feel, and I love the nude color of this lipstick. This is the one I reach for pretty much all the time. Let's go back to the eyes and let's talk about mascara and mascara primer. The primer that I use is from L'Oreal. It's the Voluminous Primer, and I use this every single day. The reason I use it, I feel like that it helps my mascara to stay put. It helps my lashes to look long and luminous after I put mascara on. It's just a great base for my mascara. It keeps my mascara from running or flaking during the day, and I use it all the time. It does have a white cast to it, but I kind of like that because once I put it on my eyes and I start going over my eyelashes with my mascara, I can find every single one of my little bitty lashes and make sure I get all of those. So this is the primer that I use. And my favorite mascara is the Tarte Big Ego. And this is such a good mascara. I love the packaging on it. It's heavy. It's this awesome hot pink color. But this is just a great mascara, guys. This is what the wand looks like. It's kind of one of those hourglass wands. It's very black, which I like in a mascara. The thing that I like the most about this mascara is it seems to separate each of my lashes. It's not one that's going to give you a ton of volume in between your lashes. Plus it gives me length. And this one does not smudge underneath my eyes. It does not transfer onto my eyelids. It lasts all day until I take it off. And this is just a great mascara that I always reach for. I also use a mascara made just for my under eye. This one is from Clinique, and it is just the under eye mascara. It's got a little bitty wand on it, and it's black, and it just helps to pick up all those little bitty bottom lashes. I don't use my Tarte on my bottom lashes because once again I have a hard time with mascara smudging, and I've just gotten to the habit of using a mascara that's specifically made for my bottom lashes. Back to lips, I had to talk about my favorite lip gloss that I keep in my pocket all day long and just keep reapplying. This is the Milani Keep It Full Nourishing Lip Plumper, and the shade is in Natural Luster. So this is just a nude shade that works pretty much over any lipstick that I wear. It is a lip gloss and it has a nourishing treatment. It's creamy. It has a sheer finish. It fills in the lines of my lips and helps smooth out my lips. It's not sticky at all. Plus it contains hyaluronic acid that helps to seal in moisture, and it boosts collagen production to plump my lips. So this is my favorite lip gloss. And finally, the last category is setting spray. And my favorite of 2019 is the MAC Prep Plus Prime Fix Plus, did I say all of that? Setting spray. And guys, this has vitamins and green tea, chamomile, cucumber to moisturize and soothe the skin. It gives an instant boost of hydration, and you can use it to set your makeup and refresh your makeup throughout the day. I have this little one that it's a limited edition cucumber, but you can get just the regular one from MAC. The reason I love this setting spray over any other is because one, it has skincare ingredients, and number two, it does not dry out my skin. This is probably not the best one to help your makeup stay put all day if that's what you're looking for. I think it does help, just not as much as like the Urban Decay or other setting sprays that contain alcohol, but alcohol dries out my skin really bad and this one doesn't. So this is why it is my favorite. Oh, and the cucumber smells so good. So good. All right, guys, that's it. Those are my favorite makeup products for 2019. Did you see any that I mentioned that they're your favorites too? Or what are your favorite makeup products for 2019? I want to hear in the comments down below. I'm sorry this video has gotten so dark, but the sun is about to go down. And I want to hear down in the comments, what are your favorite products of makeup for 2019? Make sure that you like this video. Thank you again for joining me. Bye, guys.